to do a dish from Ireland. I'm going to be making mashed potatoes with kale. Actually, I'm going to be using chard, so yeah, I know the St. Patrick's Day is over, but you know what? This is a good dish that you could use for Easter, and you can use it and you can do it as a side dish. It's so delicious. You're going to love it, and I can't wait to show you. So let's get going on this Irish potatoes, mashed potatoes with kale. Okay, so I didn't do that right. So anyways, so let's wash our hands. The first thing we do is we wash our hands. So let's go ahead and wash our hands. Yep. Now make sure our hands are nice and clean. Always wash our hands. Alrighty. Now it's time to dry our hands. So what I have is about 4 or 5 potatoes. And so what I've done is I boiled them, and they boiled for about 15 to 20 minutes. And then we take out our potatoes, and then this is cooled down now. You have to wait until it's cool. And so I take the potato, and this is called ricing. So if you have one of these gadgets right here, you can rice your potato. So here we go. I'm going to peel the potato first. The potato, I'm going to peel it. I kind of like that little Irish tribute for all my friends from Ireland. So here we go. Make these Irish potatoes. They're going to be so yummy. And then we hot eraser, and then we push that down, and then make sure your potatoes are still warm because it'll be easier. So you just need to have a little bit of strength here. Right? So I'm going to smash these potatoes. Yeah. Okay, smash them, smash them, smash them. Smash! There you go. Alrighty. You take those potatoes. Potatoes. You say potatoes. I say potatoes. And you just smash them, smash them, smash them. And this is called ricing your potatoes. Yep. I enjoy doing this. Alrighty. You just smash them. Okay. Now, that's nice and soft. Those are going to make some nice soft potatoes. Wash my hands. Now, what we're going to do is, I have made some wonderful stuff. I made it in a hurry because, well, the way you make stuff is usually you take your pieces of vegetables, your onions, your carrots, your celery, and whatever you're going to use, like your bones, and then you're going to put them in the oven, and you're going to bake them until they're nice and the bones are crispy, and your vegetables are pretty much, your vegetables, well, you do them separate. You do your vegetables, and then you do your bones separately. You do your bones until they're nice and crispy, and then your vegetables until they're browned and tender. But I did a shortcut. So instead of oiling them, I just cut them up, and I put them in a pot, and I brought them up to a boil, and then I brought them down. So I put in celery, carrots, onions, and some parsley. So, and because I put a little bit of parsley, oh, and don't forget the garlic, which I forgot to put the garlic, but that's okay. So, anyways, you bring them down and you let it simmer for about a couple hours, and then you have a nice stock. So, what I did was I went ahead and I let them, I think these are nice and warm and nice and hot in this stove. It's nice and hot. So I'm going to go ahead and pour it in there, like so. That smells so good. Ah, yeah, it's a nice fresh stock. So if you want to do a stock right away, that's how you do it. It's a little bit green, but that's okay. You could use it for a soup, or you could use it for your mashed potatoes, which is what I want to do with my mashed potatoes. Ah, and plus, I want to use I almost forgot. I want to use some of my wonderful grass-fed yogurt. You could use the sour cream, or you could use the yogurt. Okay. I'm going to set that aside with my butter. And this is butter from Ireland. This is pure Irish butter. Irish butter. Okay. So now I have my onions and my bacon. And I'm going to saute them. First, I'm going to get my pan really, really hot. Okay? My pan really hot. It's going to get hot. And I'm going to turn on my fan. Now I'm going to set this aside so I can show you how to make the chard. So, okay, so my pan is getting hot. I'm going to put some of this beautiful yogurt. This is grass plain yogurt, grass milk, which is grass-fed, so it doesn't have the grains. So if those who are looking not to have grains in the milk, while the milk is being milked, the cow is being milked, and you want to use the grass-fed instead, then here's a grass-fed, and the grass-fed cows with the milk, or you could use the regular milk, which they give not lots of nutritional oats and vitamins, so it's up to you and your preference. So probably going to use about a good, ooh, that looks so yummy. Say about close to a cup. I'm going to put a cup in there. Oh, you can tell how rich and creamy that is. Okay. Put that aside, and I'm going to put the rest in the refrigerator. Okay. My pan is heating up now. So, what I'm going to do is put some extra virgin olive oil, or if you prefer coconut oil. But those who have allergies against coconut oil, don't use the coconut oil. Use extra virgin olive oil, just a little bit, because guess what? The bacon has a lot of oil in it. So, I'm going to go ahead and put these bacon pieces in. Yum! It's ready to go. I'm going to take my little wooden spatula, and I am going to saute my bacon. So what I did was I got 3 strips of bacon, and they're a humane, sustainable bacon, delicious bacon from humanely raised pigs. And I sliced up the bacon. It's maple hickory. It smells so good. So I sliced it up into small little pieces. I can smell that. Smells so good. Yummy. a little bit higher for you, okay? Yummy, yummy. How fun is this, right? And now, what I'm going to do, now remember there's already some extra virgin olive oil and there's some fat from the bacon. So I don't need a whole lot of butter, and I may not even want to put any more butter in there. So then I add an onion that I sliced. I sliced it very thinly. And you just saute that. Okay, you take an onion and then you peel it. As much as you can, right? You peel that onion. Just peel it. Oh, peel the onion. And you rinse the onion. Make sure you rinse your onions. Each time you want to get an onion, just rinse it. It only takes a few seconds. Cut the onion long ways. Then you can finish peeling the onion. Take the outside layer off and discard it. Just throw it away, the outside layer. Always discard the outside layer. Okay. And then what you do is you just simply slice it. Can you see that? And you put your fingers and you just slice. Yeah. Nice and easy. And make sure your knuckles are guarding the knife. And you keep your fingers curled back. And so I'm just going to do a little bit and a little bit more to that. Okay. Oh, now I have nice fresh onions for my mashed potatoes. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to set this aside. All my spices that I have. Now, what I'm going to do is take my chard, which I have been soaking. Now, if your chard is wilted, just stick it in a bowl of water like this. Okay. And you remove your chard. Okay. And then you roll up your chard. And this is called ship and knot. Remember, keep your knuckles so that your knuckles should be forward and your fingers should be backwards so that you don't cut your fingers. Always. And you see how small I'm ship and knotting it? I'm getting it pretty darn thin. Yeah. Yeah. Then I'm going to discard the thick part, or you can save it for your stock. So, I'm going to cut that in half. And continue to saute that. Lower that a little bit. And see? Now these are nice. You can actually taste one. The onions are sweet and the bacon is so flavorful. Okay. So you take your chiffonade and you just pour it in there. Put it in your pan. And now I'm going to take a little bit of my stock. Yum. And then, towel, make sure you have a dry, clean towel all the time. Then you want to take your salt and pepper, maybe just grab some pinches. And this is to taste. Now remember, your bacon has salt in it. And we're just going to raise that up. Let that cook. Okay. Now there's some liquid in there. I want you to see. I did that. Now my chard is kind of shrinking. Can you see that? Okay. I'm going to put it right back on the stove. Now, while that is cooking, I'm going to take my mashed potatoes, my rice potatoes, and I'm going to mash them. Turn this off. Take my rice in there. And this is a technique that you want to use. Yum. To make the fluffiest potatoes ever. So I'm going to turn on that, and I'm just going to pour now that's still cooking. My chard or your kale is still cooking. So I want them very tender. So this is called braising. So we braise our chard. So take a little bit of that. Pour that in there. And we season it with salt and pepper. And then I have a little bit of thyme. This is dry because I didn't have any of fresh thyme, but that's okay. So, and I'm going to take a masher. Now, there's two kinds of mashers you can use. See, usually I mash with these when I have beans or the back of a spoon. Or I have this one as a traditional mashed potato, or masher for the potatoes. And I'm just going to mash them. Now, it's still cooking. Then I want to take, where's my spoon? I don't want to make a lot of mess. I don't want to make a lot of mess this here. So what I'm going to do is take my spoon that I used earlier for my yogurt, and I'm going to go ahead and add that in there. You could use sour cream, or you could use yogurt. Okay. Yum. And I'm going to mash it. Then I want to taste it. Ooh, those are nice. Nice and fluffy. I'm going to lower my heat so I don't scorch the bottom of my pan. Try it. Yum. Now, I'm going to add a little bit more salt and pepper. Okay. going to be like they're fresh out of Ireland. Those are delicious. Now I want to taste my banana quartz. I'm going to taste my chard. Those are nice and salty. I'm not going to use a lot of salt in here. So that when I mix them together, it'll be delicious. So I have a little bit of flat leaf parsley. I kind of want to garnish it. I want to put a little bit of flat leaf parsley in there. Okay. Let's flip this over because I've been eating off it. Always make sure that your surface is clean. Okay. We're going to flip that over so you have a clean surface. That's off your fork, your knife. Right. And now, get this off of that there. Now, I just want to go ahead my potatoes are nice and warm and they're done. Now, I want to add just a little bit of my flat leaf parsley to my potatoes to give them a little bit of a flavor. It's really yummy. Okay. Now, I'm going to take my potatoes, right? Keep it on medium. And they're pretty much, the liquids have pretty much evaporated. And I'll show you. I'm going to show you that my liquids have evaporated. All the liquids are gone, pretty much. So, now I'm going to take my potatoes, put them in. Is it going to be so good? Watch. You'll see how delicious these are going to be. I'll just put that in there for right now. So I have a floating pan, bit of water. So I just mix those up. My potatoes with my kale and my bacon. Yum. Now, you can add some butter to them if you'd like. You know what? I think I'm not going to add, I'm going to try it. But if you like, you can add the butter. This would be so delicious with salmon, with some black-eyed peas, or some ham and cornbread. Yeah, for your beautiful Easter dinner. Okay, I'm going to take my spoon, another spoon, spoons. Well, the forks keep on trying to come out. Ah! Found the spoon! Voila! Oh, that's French. That's not Irish. I'm gonna try it. Those are some screaming Ireland mashed potatoes. You have to try them. Yeah. Okay. So there you have. I'm going to take I'm going to put this aside. But first of all,